Hello, children of the night, and welcome to Tarot Nights with the Hanged Empress. Here we do shadow work following the moon.
Yo, VI, play the beat.
Hello, Virgo moon. Yes, 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 yes. I can feel the anxiety washing in like a wave. Is this right? Is this right? Is this perfectly straight? Is this where it's supposed to be? Is there something I need to do? Do you need anything? Do you need anything? Take a breath. Take a breath. Do I need anything? What do I need? Fill your own cup first, and then we can fill the rest. It's all right. Eight of Cups there. Showed its face. Yes, yes, there are lots of things that require our attentions. And it never stops, it never quits. There's always a laundry list of things to do. Virgo moon can get emotional about that sometimes, overwhelmed. But Virgo just needs to take a breath and get to work. Because once we're doing, everything will flow and fall into place. And we'll keep dancing with these cards as long as it takes. There we go. There's some stuff. Five of Pentacles covering the Two of Cups. Judgment coming down on it. Nine of Swords. And Justice on the side of chaos. We're facing our greatest fears. What if it's not good enough? Okay, but it is. This Two of Cups is covered by the Five of Pentacles that we're worried about. What if it's not good enough? What if I'm not good enough? What if we're not good enough? The fear and the doubt turned over and did not come with this Five of Pentacles. If we reach in and pull out things that we actually are afraid of, we might not actually be as affected by it as we think. Virgo moon and all of its anxiety can serve us if we don't let it overwhelm us. If we let the clarity of seeing everything, because everything is a lot. We're surrounded by a lot of stuff in the world. But by seeing everything, putting proper judgment, we can reach in with our hand and literally just pick out those things that we can see are causing problems and separate them from our relationships, our connections. All those problems, all those worries. Sorry, I am stacking this in a very particular way. It's the Virgo moon, I tell you. Coffee time. Well, we're making a triangle. Put the Two of Cups at the head of our pyramid. This is the new foundation. This is the new fountain that pours. And we're just going to let the water slide down. Judgment. Five of Pentacles. What is really gold? What's going to hold? What's this King of Swords holding? He's holding justice. Because the King of Swords is holding justice. Got justice in his back pocket. He's the judge, jury, and executioner. This energy is what we're going to put at our base, at our foundation. Truth, justice, light, judgment, and smashing skeeters. As one of my favorite tarot readers, Divine Conversations, would say, damn skeeters. Those damn skeeters. Yeah, they're out and about. I already got eaten all up yesterday, so the blood is ripe and ready. At the foundation, we hold our King of Swords, our King of Thoughts. We are the king of our thoughts and our actions. We are the sword that carries out the justice that comes out of the judgment. I put them center, but I kind of want to weigh them under judgment, because we're not just following any old spread that somebody laid out for us. Skaters. Skaters. We're literally catching them out of the air and disposing. No, bloodsucker, get out of here. You're bothering me. Putting everything in its proper place and balance is the job of all of us under the Virgo moon. Take you? Come on, Emperor. What do you do? You flip turned. It's like, oh, I'm coming. Wait. Where are you going? Where are you going, Emperor? What are we doing? I really want to just throw this Emperor, give him a good eat. Bringing that back. Why? Because right now, eat is completely appropriate. Shall we eat? There you go, Emperor. You just needed a good yeet. Throw you up, throw you out. Get you into the action. Get you involved. Nine of Swords is covering the Four of Wands. There's still doubt, there's still worry, there's still fear. But we also have Strength facing down the Devil, and this card has been showing us face for a little while. Nine of Pentacles so gracefully approaches this Emperor with all of the beauty of the garden that she has made. Put in here. The gifts that she brings to the Emperor are gifts that she's made from the seeds that he's given her. The things that she's grown were a direct result of receiving sorry, I had to get quiet for a minute. That judge, that jury, that executioner, he's not just here to bring down pain and suffering and sorrow. This isn't a dominating or domineering energy. This is that good divine masculine energy coming in and giving and providing. And this is a feminine stepping up into her position and making and doing with what she is given and doing great things with it. What are we making? What are we doing? We're really like in the dirt and growing. And I feel like we're growing ourselves, but I feel like we're growing something else too in this season. Temperance. Easy does it. Easy does it. Taking what we're given and growing with it. Easy, balanced, slow, steady, progressive. Never moving back. Just revving up for that next revolution. Don't slide all the way back. 21 Pilots backslide? Don't slide all the way back. Let it just be, let the obstacles and hurdles and challenges, those fears and anxieties and worries that stop us up, let them just be the back pedal as we're going to continue to push us forward. Let it pour into your gas tank as we pour out the sovereign. The bugs today. Now I'm getting bitten by gnats. It's not even skeeters, it's gnats. The tiny little buggers. Just minor irritants at this point. It's all just minor irritants. Yes, all those little things can really add up into a big ant pile. That's an ant pile. It's a pile of ants there. I didn't want all of that. I did not. I'm not cool with this, guys. Oh, take this Four of Wands. It's been trying to show face and space and time. So we'll bring you out for. I'm going to hold on to this vision of this happy foundation, and I'm going to put it under the moon. I don't know why this is growing under the moon, but something about that light. Okay. Let's get into the stack of what the devil hath dropped in our laps. Obstacles. Those obstacles, all those little things that really add up to a big stack of what am I supposed to do with this? Backpedal? We got a backpedal, but this is a giant hill that we're looking. Yeah, I know. It always is, isn't it? It always is, isn't it? It's okay. I know it's at the end. I'm gonna take you. I want to turn you. I want to move you. I'm gonna put you beneath, devil. All right. Because I can feel you hot on our heels. I kind of like this imagery too. The way that this stack has fallen separated. We have the sun on the side with the wall getting blocked in, locked out. But we can see the world on the horizon. It's out there. It's rising with the sun. That cycle's over there. I know it looks like this devil is just putting up a bunch of walls. The overwhelming sensation of being blocked out from our garden, all of those feelings of inadequacy and not having enough, not being enough, not doing enough. That's all that energy that's kind of holding us in here in this pen. Take you and turn you. More walls, more defense. It's almost as if a response to the walls being put up around us is us putting up even more walls and making our space even smaller. But with this Three of Cups here, the way that this is presented, making our space smaller inside of our restrictive zone gives us a quiet, private little corner for us to give thanks and gratitude and to celebrate quietly with ourselves. We know the devil doesn't want to hear us getting excited, getting happy, getting ourselves revved up, charged up for what we can feel on the horizon. And I think that's why we needed that secluded space to keep our happiness protected, to keep our sun protected, to keep our light. I'm seeing the Egyptian eye and the carved into the wall of the sun. It's like creating a protective barrier inside of a jail cell. People externally might think that they need to protect the outside world from you because you're such a wild animal, but all the while you're sitting in here putting protection spells on yourself to protect you from them. That's a weird perspective mirror. That's why we offer up our gratitude. That's why we offer up our waters and we grow our secret gardens where we can celebrate, worship, and give thanks for all that we've been given, because it doesn't matter. No matter what the walls may look like around us, we can see right through them as if they were a window into our future. Visualization is very important. Getting yourself into that space where you can visualize. Not where you're at, but where you're going. What you want things to actually look like. This is our time to quietly communicate with the gods and tell them what it is we want. Not what we don't like about what we have. Because paying attention to the things that we don't like is only going to continue to feed that cycle. But giving grace and thanks for all of the little things that we get along the way, all of the little cups, and taking that time to give that gratitude gives us a stack of receipts of good stuff that's happened that we want to see multiply, and we want to put not just into our checking account, but we're going to take them and we're going to put them into our savings account where they can gain interest and grow and make that picture more clear, get us closer to actually manifesting that window through the walls. Okay, I'm going to put you down for a second, world. I want to run through these guys. Ten of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Knight of Wands, and the Eight of Cups. What did I almost stutter out there? I don't even know. What did I almost stutter out there? I don't even know. This feels like the picture that we're putting in our screen. This feels like the window that we're visualizing and manifesting. The happy family, the foundation, the growth, the accommodations. We're looking for accommodations. It's the next level. It's the natural next step. Staring at that Nine of Pentacles, the growth, the progression. I said that already. I was speaking on this whole thing. Getting into that Queen of Wands, This is our time in our quiet space to communicate with the gods. Her back is turned to the rest of the world. She's shut out, she's shut in, but she is speaking further out than anyone else could possibly reach from within that secluded, secure space. And this is our time to visualize, hey, what I kind of want, what I'm seeing here for me looks like this. And God's just sitting there like, okay, writing it all down, taking the message. We're getting the messages out. And those messages, those things that we are co-creating with the universe and putting out into the universe are actually creating the shooting stars that are inspiring other children, other people's inner child to dream bigger and to make something more beautiful for themselves. It's like the shooting star is the best thing, but I'm also kind of getting like a lighthouse. You know, we were talking about the lightning rod kind of shooting off all of those sparks. It's illuminating, carrying that message and pushing it forward, doing what we need to do to manifest and create a better world for ourselves is what's going to inspire others to get out there and do something for their own world, to create their own vision, their own beauty, their own new cycle. That's where we're going. Queen of Cups, Six of Swords. Six of Cords is what almost came out there. Six of Swords. She's cutting a lot of cords, though. She's cutting a lot of ties. There's nothing that can pull her down. Any like nets that have been attempted to be thrown over her have had holes cut into them, burned through them by the universe itself. It's like it's creating those plot holes, those cracks for us to slip through, to go unseen. Because we're going unseen by the opposition, yet somehow the light that we're emitting is glowing through the night and calling out to inspire others. So, as worried as you are about the state of the world, the state of everybody else around us, and how we can better serve them, the best thing we can do is figure out how to best serve ourselves. Because when we figure that out, we can inspire others and show them the way to creating out of nothing, to overcoming adversity, blockages, struggles, and strife, maintaining our balance, our temperance, bringing in the best justice and judgment that we possibly can, working from spaces that were not just and were poorly judged in the past. But bringing that justice in, bringing that better judgment in now is what changes the cycle, changes your world, your perspective, and lets it all pour out, down, and through. And it's going to feed not just your garden, but the earth itself and everything that is connected to it. The stories are going to spread like whispers. Did you hear what Collective did? Could you even believe that they were going through that? I know. I heard when it was happening, but I didn't want to believe it. It just sounded too much. I couldn't deal with it then. Like they could hardly deal with it. How'd they do that? How did they do that? Hey, how'd you do that? Show me. Show me how to make my world better. Show me how to celebrate life and death the way that you do. To have this relationship with the universe, with nature, and to just be happy. How do we do that? oh, well, I had to do this. And there's going to be a time for us to tell our story. But right now, we're living in it. So any seclusion blockages or walls that we're feeling, creating smaller worlds and smaller portals for us to control that only include ourselves is what's going to ripple out and serve the rest of the ocean. See, Virgo, told you. We had to go through all of that and pick through every little piece just for us to come right back into the beginning. Take a breath. I know there's a lot on our plates, but we can handle it all. We just have to remember what we need first in order to set ourselves up for the best success. Because we're not going to perform well for anybody else if we're not taking care of ourselves. To put on that performance, show up and perform for you. A hermit under the moon. Right now, it's just us and God. It's just us and the sun and the moon. And we're dreaming up the next cycle, the next world. And everybody gets to step into it. Thanks, kids. Have a fantastic moon. We'll see you next time.